What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. And as you can see today, we're going to be taking a look at the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Red Ninja. And I gotta say, this figure is interesting. I don't know anything about G.I. Joe. I just like ninjas, and I'm into army building ninjas. So I decided I wanted to pick this guy up. So let's go ahead and take a look at that sexy packaging and see what this figure is all about. Now for that sexy packaging, it does say ages 4 and up. Right here, you got warning, choking hazards, small parts not for children under 3 years old. You got the window packaging with the figure inside and a ton of accessories, as you guys can see. This dope image right here, and it actually has 3 of them, which I want to build like 5 of these. Like, these things look super dope. Anyway, you got G.I. Joe Classified Series Red Ninja at the bottom, Hasbro logo right there. This is number 8 in the wave or series, whatever. All the legal stuff at the bottom. Dope images of him on one side, then on this side, I don't know what this is. I guess a bunch of logos, whatever. But yeah, this image right here on the side is dope. Then of course you got this art on the back, which looks phenomenal. I'm trying to get my hands on her. I know a lot of people want that one, but I need that. That Snake Eyes is also dope. But yeah, more legal stuff at the bottom that no one cares about, all the warnings. So anyway, let's go ahead and bust this figure out so we can take a look at it. Now, straight out of the packaging, I gotta say, this figure is actually pretty amazing. I gotta give it to Hasbro. They're coming along very well with their G.I. Joe releases. I'm really enjoying these a whole lot more than I enjoy anything Marvel Legend. Like, I don't know, it's just like they're on a different realm with these. This figure looks so sick, and I really like how they did everything. There's not a whole lot of paint flaws on it. The sculpt is good, the detail's good. You can see this guy's got a lot going on with his outfit. Even though it's only 2 different color reds, one is like a more maroon, one's like an actual bright red, and then you just got some black on there. Very little paint on his face. You can see, barely even see around his eyes, and it looks like his eyes are just like white. You got the Cobra logo on his head. I really like the texturing on the shoulder pads. You got all these straps coming across him. Now, this part right here looks a little messy. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or not. Maybe that's how it's painted in the series. I think those are actually supposed to be shuriken. Yeah, they look like some like design of shuriken. And they look good. It's just like I said, the paint looks a little off on them. But even on the back, like, it looks so dope. And one thing I like is you got a lot of places to put these weapons as well. Got like some, I guess you can say these are holsters right here, one right here. He actually comes with an extra accessory for one I'll show later. This right here is a floating piece, and so you can adjust it for posing. I do dig that. Nothing much going on under there, but you've got the sculpt for the pants. I really like all the wrinkles they put in here. The knee pads, of course, all the way down to the boots. Like, this guy is so sick. I'm already enjoying this a whole lot more than I thought I was going to. But yeah, all these pouches and stuff. This screams ninja. And this is exactly why I need 4 more of these, because this is pretty sick right here. If they went pinless, I would love this a whole lot more, but it's not so bad on this figure that it bothers me. So yeah, good looking figure. Now let's go ahead and put him back and see how tall he stands. Now in terms of his height, as you guys can see, he's a little bit over 6 inches, right under 6.5 to the top of his hood, and man, he's going to fit in very well with any of your Hasbro figures, obviously. And I think he's going to look good with anything that's of the 6-inch scale. Once again, not to just keep rambling on and complimenting this figure, but this guy is very, very aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love the look of this figure. And now for the best part, that articulation. He does look up good enough for me. I'm fine with that. He looks down very well, as you guys can see. You do get a whole lot of tilt out of him. And so that's one thing I really enjoy. They made it to where the neck is not all one piece that just plugs into the head. It's the head and then the neck, which is, I think it's on a ball peg. And so you get a lot more movement. This is another thing I really like that Hasbro has implemented. That's a very, very good decision. Now, as far as his arms go, they go out about that much. As you guys saw, the shoulder is a very soft piece, so it doesn't hinder anything. You can move the arms around just about however you want. There's not a butterfly joint in there. It's a joint that moves back and forward, but I mean, it's not I wouldn't consider it a butterfly joint. You don't get a whole lot of movement out of it. But bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, hands are on a hinge. This time they go up and down instead of back and forward. So I prefer back and forward, but I mean, this still works for me. He does get really good crunch forward, even better going back. No diaphragm joint, but you can turn him at the waist, so that's good enough for me. Legs are actually drop down, and so when you drop them down, you can kick forward that much, which is perfect because ninjas need to be agile. Kicks back about that much, can do a full freaking split. That, my guy just did the Johnny Cage. Okay, I'm happy. He does have built-in thigh swivel, of course. Double jointed knees, a little stiff, but you can get him back about that much. He does have a swivel right here at the boot. Foot goes down that much, up that much, and does have ankle rocker. Articulation-wise, this guy can do everything that you need him to do. And once again, I'm satisfied with this. Like, I dig this a lot. And if you thought this figure couldn't get any better, then guess again, because he also comes with a fair amount of accessories that make this figure that much more enjoyable. Now, first off, you do get a pair of, I think these are called sickles. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not familiar with this weapon at all, but it just looks like a sharp knife at the end of a hilt, and these are pretty cool. I'll probably never use these, but it's still cool that they were included. You also get a pair of sais, which I really freaking love these, or the Molina weapons I like to call them, but these are dope as well. You get these small axes that I plan on putting with one of my Batman figures, because if you know the comic, then you know, but these are freaking dope as well. Then on top of that, you get two katanas, and I hit my camera, I'm not editing that out, but yeah, two katanas. They don't look the best, but it's still cool to get these. And then also you get a piece that you can plug onto his back to put up the katanas and other weapons that he has. And you just plug it right in here and pretty much sticks, as you guys heard. So you can even put weapons on this guy's back. So in terms of accessories, I'm happy. It would have been cool to get a little bit more detail on these, I'll say that. And now that I'm looking at it, the two swords are actually different. So I'm glad I picked these back up. You have one that the hilt comes up a little bit higher. Then this one, it's a little bit lower. It would have been cool to have the bandages or like wraps around these painted. But other than that, I'm still happy he came with a fair amount. This just makes this figure really, really sick, man. Like, I'm really enjoying this, no joke. Now, as you guys can see, I do have a ton of weapons on this guy just to show you guys how they look in the holsters or even with him holding them. And as you guys can see, this just looks so dope. Like, you get a ton of options with this guy. For one, you have a ton of places that you can tuck the weapons, in the holsters, in the hands, on his back, wherever you want to put it. And all of it just looks so good. Like, I really love the amount of options you have with this figure. It truly feels like this is a ninja. And that's something that I really dig. Like, Hasbro, kudos for this. Now for some size comparisons, here he is standing next to two more Hasbro figures. First off, we've got the Rider Series Marvel Legends Punisher and the Marvel Legends Ace, aka Animated Heroes, which is once again on the superior octopus body. Now, since I pretty much bought this guy because I wanted to army build Ninja to put up against my SH Figuarts Naruto figures, it's only right that I showed him next to them. We've got him standing next to the SH Figuarts Kakashi Hatake, SH Figuarts Naruto Uzumaki, and of course the SH Figuarts Boruto Uzumaki. Once again, I feel like he fits in scale fine with these guys, and they'll look great in photos. Now, in case you want to do Batman versus some ninjas, here he is standing next to the Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman and the Mattel Batman Beyond. Of course, both of them stand taller than him, which looks a little weird, but I do think this could be wedged for photos. Lastly, for some extras, here he is standing next to the McFarlane Toys first release Spawn and the Kyoto Revoltech Deathstroke. Now, even though I am a full-blown import collector and I only pick up domestic figures whenever it's something that I really want, I always give credit when credit is due. Hasbro, I see exactly why everyone is losing their mind over these G.I. Joe figures. I have Snake Eyes and I thought that it was a great figure. But this guy, in my opinion, I love this way more than Snake Eyes. Just because I really have a thing for dope ninjas. Snake Eyes was cool, but if they made this guy in all black, I don't know if they have black ninjas in G.I. Joe, but if they made this guy in all black, I would need like 25 of these. I already need 5 of this one, but if they made it in all black, I need a ton more. Because this figure is sick, man. Like, this is the second G.I. Joe that I've picked up, and I absolutely, really freaking love it. I cannot stress it enough. Articulation is great. The accessories, great. If I had one complaint, it would just be the fact that they didn't include a pair of fist hands. I always want a pair of fist hands for action figures. We know that Hasbro can do it. I don't know why every figure doesn't come with a pair. But other than that, I have absolutely nothing to complain about. I love what they did with this guy. I love how it turned out. And I'm looking forward to more figures from them that I can actually army build for myself, because as long as they're this good, I'm going to keep buying them. But yeah, pretty much that's my review of this guy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. Lastly, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. I'm Animated Heroes. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.